So guys, in this video we are going to encode our shellcode with XOR operation, right? So the need for encoding the shellcode is the most antiviruses nowadays will have this bind shell, reverse shell or any other shellcode pattern in their databases, and whenever this shellcode has been placed in on the executable, or if that has been executed on the victim machine, these antiviruses may trigger an alarm. So the databases of those antiviruses contain this pattern of the our shellcode. So if we encode that shellcode, then it may be chances for some antiviruses to bypass, and we don't need to bypass every antivirus in the world, but we need to bypass only the antivirus software of the client system, right? If you know, if you are attacking a victim or any testing in a client's organization, you need to know about what antivirus they are using. Obviously they will not use every antivirus in the world, but they will use one or two, right? If your shellcode bypasses those two antivirus softwares, then you will obviously win the game, right? Now I have extracted the shellcode and placed in the shellcode variable. When I am encoding with this shellcode, I have got some issues because of this /x. It's representing this as a hexadecimal. Of course it should represent, but some characters are turning into Unicode characters. That's why what I have done is I am going to replace this backslash with null. I means I am going to remove these backslashes. So don't worry guys, you will get the shellcode in the encoded format correctly. Okay, this is our string. Now we need to remove the x, right? There is no hex in the hexadecimal system, number system, right? To remove x, we need to loop over this entire string. To do that, say for first we will make the string into the list. To do that, there is a list function. Let's say hex underscore dump is equals to list of shellcode. So if I print that hex dump, now I will get each and every character in a new element of a list, right? Now we can just simply loop over it and remove the x. For I in hex dump, if I is equals to x, then we need to say hex dump dot remove of I, right? Now let me cut this statement and paste it in here. Now we should see there is no x. Perfect. There is 31, okay, C0 and again 31 and DB, right? Perfect. Now what we want to do is we need to join these two elements as one singular string, and these two as singular string, and these two as single string. So the output should be 31 comma C0 comma 31 DB, that and 31 comma and so on up to this last value 80. So we need to just concatenate these two or append these two characters into one string. To do that, let's say we are going to take another list S, and we are going to loop over the for I in. Now we will loop over this range of 0 comma length of hex dump, and I will skip two characters because in one step I will append all those two characters side by side. So let's say temp is equals to, I'm going to use the join method, join of. This join will joins the two characters specified in the argument. So hex dump of I is to I plus 2. So what this means is I is 3 and I plus 1 is 1, and it is exclusive. So hex dump of I is to I plus 2 means when I is 0 it becomes hex dump of 0 is to 2. So in list it is 0 comma 1 elements, so we won't take 2 as a into consideration because it's exclusive. So 0 hex dump of 0 means 3, hex dump of 1 means 1, and we are going to join this into the temp variable. Now I just simply s dot append of temp. Now if I print this s, we should see. Okay, let me comment out this one. So if I just execute this, okay, we have got exactly first byte in one string and second byte in second string and third byte in the third place, right? Now what we are going to do is we are going to take a first byte and then we are going to XOR with a byte given in the input. So we will also say value is equals to input of so here we give the input and it will be stored in the value variable. That input will be the byte and that byte will XOR with each byte in this shellcode and then the outputs the shellcode. So here there is one problem. If you XOR the same byte, you will get the null byte, right? We have used the XOR EAX comma EAX in the previous videos to get rid of the contents of EAX, and EAX contains null bytes. So in the same way, we need to enter a value that is not in this shellcode already, because if there is say C0, then if you XOR with C0 comma C0, then you will get null byte. The resultant shellcode will have the null byte at this place, and the string application parses this and it will remove all this and it will just ignore all this content after that null byte. So that's why we need to check the value whether it's in shellcode or not. To do that, we need to say if value in shellcode. So we need to just say print, okay, the value is in already shellcode. We need to ask again, right? I mean, you need to take the input again with different byte. So let's say byte is already in the shellcode, choose another. So we want to choose another, right? I'm going to just copy this one. I'm going to paste it in here. So again we will ask for the user input and that value will be stored in value variable. Alright, now we have got this value and our s list, and in that list we need to loop over each element. So let's say for I in s, we need to set temp is equals to, now we want to convert this 31 into integer and this byte into integer, and then we need to do XOR. So to convert a hexadecimal into integer, we need to say int of I comma 16, and the XOR operation in Python is, this is capital mark or just cap and int of value comma 16. So we are changing the hexadecimal representations into integers and performing the XOR operation. Let's say encoded shellcode or just say result, and I'm going to take the null string. So I'm going to append all these values into this result variable. I'm sorry, I did not do one thing. So what we want to do is we need to convert back this into hexadecimal format. Temp is equals to hex of temp. So now the XOR has been completed here, and then we converted the result of integer into the hexadecimal, and then we appended to the string. Now let's go and print this result. So let's go and execute our script. Now I'm going to give the byte AA. So guys, we have got this shellcode. You can see 0x9b, 0x6a, 0x9b. Okay, fine. Now we don't want 0x, so let's say this one, and each byte consists of 0x, right? We need to avoid that. 0x is 0 is first element and x is the second element in that string, and we need to say 2 is 2. So from that element onwards we want to append to the result variable. So let's run our script and let's give AA, and there you go guys, we have got exactly 9b, 6c, 6a, 9b, 71, 9b, etc. So let's also put /x. I'm putting double backslash to escape this backslash special value. So let's run this. Yeah, and there you go guys, this is our encoded shellcode. Now we need to check whether our result is correct or wrong. So open the calculator. What you're going to do is take the first byte of the original shellcode, which is 31. Sorry, first go to hexadecimal and then take the first byte of shellcode, which is 31, right? 31, and I'm going to XOR with. So what we have input as AA. Now if you hit enter, you will get the 9b value, which is the first byte. In the similar case, you can check another value, which is C0 XOR AA, and you will get the value 6a. So guys, this is our required encoded shellcode when we have done the XOR operation between each byte of shellcode with a input value.